Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we
welcome back, everybody, to the third quarter of this game between the Dallas Cowboys and Los Angeles Rams, a game I am simulating on my PlayStation 4 as a Super Bowl mode just to try to get all the best replays and everything like that. I'm running full 15-minute quarters after I did a simulation last week before the Cowboys faced the Seattle Seahawks in the playoffs, having a gut feeling that the outcome of my PlayStation 4 game would give me a real winner for the real game, and it did. So after that last week simulation on my PlayStation 4, gave us a winner, gave us a really close, prediction of the actual score. I'm doing it again to see if the Cowboys might be able to beat the Rams, at least on my PS4. And this is a game, being run by my, PS4 versus the PS4. I am not evening up the teams or whatever in the settings. The overall rating for the Rams is an 89 on the PS4 and 84 for the Cowboys. But the Cowboys and their defense have performed well so far in the simulation, taking a first half lead of 24-13. And the Rams start off the second half with a touchback and will start things off at the 25-yard line. Now the Rams do need to get back into the game. You know they're going to be wanting to get a touchdown on this opening drive of the second half. Both teams have got an interception. I don't remember any fumbles yet, but Jared Goff and Dak Prescott have both thrown one interception each, and each interception was ran back by the defense for a touchdown. 6 point. So the Rams start off with a run to Todd Gurley, their engine for the running game, with a nice 5-yard run. Anytime you can run the ball on 1st and 10 and pick up 5 yards, that is that's a good gain. Now, a lot of fans don't think that's good, but if you know football, you know that starting off with 5 yards is great. And there is Gurley pushing ahead again for a nice 7-yard run. He just basically drug this Cowboys defender, David Irving, with him for at least 3 or 4 yards. Picked up that nice first down and a 7-yard run. And that's exactly why first down, you get 5 yards. That's a great thing because it makes it so much easier to pick up that first down and second and third down. And a third run to Todd Gurley to start things off. This time he stopped for, I was going to say for a gain of 1, but really no gain. And that was DeMarcus Lawrence on the end that was able to bring him down before he did too much damage. So 3 runs to Todd Gurley to start things off in the second half. It looks like the Rams are wanting to get that running game going. But now we have Goff back in the shotgun. Todd Gurley is to his left, and that's exactly who gets the ball for a 4th time in a row. And Gurley takes it only for 2 yards here, setting up a 3rd down and 8 at the Ram 40-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes
I would expect a pass here on 3rd down and 8. We want to keep this drive alive if you're a Rams fan. Nice offensive blocking for Todd Gurley, giving him plenty of time to find the open man, and that is Higbee. Higbee's been dangerous this game. I think he's their leading receiver with already 75 yards in the game. Start off the second half. It's a great job. I mean, Van Der Esch was right on him, but that was a nice pass and catch. Perfect pass by Jared Goff. 1st and 10 at the Cowboy 46-yard line. Nice start to the drive. And that was Anderson busting up for another 5-yard gain on first down. Again, you know, a lot of fans don't think that's a great run, but it really, really is. 5 yards on first down makes things so much easier for your offense. There's a lot of fans out there that think you need a 15, 20, 30-yard run for it to be good. No, 5 yards on first down is a run I'll take for my team all day, every day.
Back to the ground, this time with
Gurley getting his like 6th run of the second half already. Nice 3-yard spurt, leaving a very manageable 3rd down and 2 here at the Cowboy 38.
Running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run,
this drive, the Rams are pretty much having their way. A lot of ball control here already. They're able to pick up first downs, and just like that, a quick over-the-middle throw to their receiver, Brandon Cooks, his first reception of the game. I mean, it was only like 5-yard pass, but it was enough for that first down. Actually, it was a little bit more than 5 yards. It was 8 yards, 7-8 yards. The important thing, though, is they picked up that first down on 3rd down and 2, and they keep the drive alive as they get deeper into Dallas territory here. Now threatening at the 30-yard line. 3 receivers to his left. We've got Woods over to the right. And he is going to pass, and it is Cooks again, Brandon Cooks, showing his dominance in the last 2 plays. It's 2 great pass plays and receptions caught by Brandon Cooks. He's not a great big receiver. He's pretty short, but he does have the speed and the awareness and the ability to bring that ball in, even in traffic, as you saw there.
Defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
So the Rams are now with a first down in the red zone at the Cowboy 13-yard line, 13 yards away from Pater. And he comes back, and nice catch again.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there.
And that is their receiver Reynolds with his first reception of the game, down to the 3-yard line. 2nd and inches. The Rams are definitely thinking touchdown here.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy.
And that is going to make a game of it if they can punch it in the end zone here. Even a field goal down here wouldn't be too bad, though. At least it would put them from 1 score away. But they are thinking a lot more than field goal as they connect there with their receiver.
3 yards out. Now the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game.
Yep, 1-score game here. And that was a nice reception right over the middle to Everett.
He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots.
Easy. They just made it look too easy on that drive. Not only did they eat up a lot of time as they took the ball all the way down, 75 yards for a touchdown. Now they're going for 2. I wouldn't say I agree with this call. Going for 2 here. I know they're trying to get just a touchdown back, but it's a little bit early to be going for 2 in my opinion. And that's exactly why right there we've seen Jalen Smith with a heads-up play and a nice swat down of the ball to prevent that 2-point conversion. And a lot of people might be wondering, well, why wouldn't you go for 2 there so you're only down by a field goal? Well, the reason here that I wouldn't go for 2 is because now they missed it, and now they're 5 points down. But what if the Cowboys take this, take the ball, and they're the next team to score? What if the Cowboys go down and score a field goal themselves now and go up 27? Well, if you would have just kicked the extra point, there you're only down by 7 points and an easy touchdown and PAT behind. Now, because they went for 2 and missed it, they're 8 points down should the Cowboys kick a field goal. That's why I say too early in the 3rd quarter to be going for 2 points, I would say.
Zerline out now to kick this one away.
And we get the kickoff here. Rams down now by 5 points, but they have made it a 1-score game. And Tavon Austin with a nice run out to the 25, but
who's this going to be against?
Yeah, that's going to be
personal foul.
Ooh,
Face mask
on the defense. That's going to set the Cowboys up at their own 40-yard line. That's a huge penalty.
Into that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right.
It's going to give the Cowboys a first down in great field position at their own 40-yard line, and Jason Garrett's got to be happy about that.
You see it, you call it.
That's one of those penalties that's going to make head coaches for the Rams pull his hair out.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive.
We see the update there with Ezekiel Elliott with 3 broken tackles in the game already, and he gets the ball to start things off in the second half. Much like Todd Gurley got, I think, the first 4 carries for the Rams in the second half, the Cowboys are going to be really interested in this spot of giving the ball often to Zeke Elliott and trying to get some ball control and, you know, control that clock themselves, run up that game clock, and keep the lead. Second down and 7 now after a 3-yard spurt up the middle for Zeke. And Zeke over the middle gets it to his big tight end. And that is his second reception, Blake Jarwin. It's a nice 6-yard play, setting up a very manageable 3rd and 1 here. I mean, he was right there at the spot of the first down, just couldn't put it over that line to get first. The Cowboys want to keep the drive alive. I would expect a run here to Zeke Elliott right up the middle, but we'll see what happens there. And that's exactly what they do, but the Rams were also expecting a handoff to Zeke Elliott right up the middle, and they were able to stop that for a 1-yard loss. So at midfield, the Cowboys are stopped and are going to have to, I would assume, kick this back to the Rams. So that was a nice defensive stop by the Rams defense, expecting the run, especially on that 3rd and 1 to Zeke and being right there to put him down before he could get it. Not easy to do in the for any defense to put Zeke on the ground, especially behind the line of scrimmage on a big play like that. Chris Jones with a nice kick, a nice punt, able to pin the Rams inside the 20, actually inside the 10, kicking it out of bounds at the 8-yard line. And that's exactly why a lot of Cowboy fans there as well, you know, especially when you play in Madden and stuff like that. They're like, why not just go for 2? It's only 4th and 2. You get it at midfield, go for it. Well, in a big game like this, you're not going to want to be going for it on 4th and 2 at midfield when you can, use your punter to pin the enemy team deep in their own territory. It's all about field position, especially when you have a good defense like the Cowboys do. If you can kick it deep and, maybe make them 3 and out or intercept the ball like Awuzie did just there. Jared Goff trying to get it to his receiver, Woods, on the right-hand side, but Awuzie read his eyes the whole way and makes a nice pick. I believe he really leaped for this one, and he did. He made a nice leap up in the air and basically stole that ball. Look at that. Look at that catch by Awuzie. That's a great reception by the corner for the Cowboys. Awuzie is not even their best corner. Awuzie, I would say, is probably their second best corner to Byron Jones. But Awuzie has had a very good year for the Cowboys. And right there showing his skills. Even in the simulation, that was a great play. Cowboys looking to extend their lead now with a perfect opportunity at the Ram 28-yard line. And I would expect more, running the ball to Zeke Elliott to not only try to milk that clock, but set up their dominance. Zeke Elliott, he didn't want to go down. He was fighting for his life there to keep that play alive, but took 2 hits and went down with no gain. Again, the defense for the Rams is all over the running game, all over Zeke Elliott, making the running very difficult for the Cowboys. Dak Prescott in the shotgun now, talking to Zeke, and it is a run to Zeke, but again, same thing. That might have been a loss of 1. It was. They are not fooling this Rams defense with the runs to Zeke Elliott.
They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into
that was Fowler reading that out perfectly and smacking the Zeke man right down to the turf and saying, "You ain't going nowhere, man. Don't even try that." Well, I would expect the Cowboys to try to get a reception here on 3rd and 11. Expect them to look for Cooper at the very top of the screen. And he goes to Beasley. Nope, that's not Beasley. That is Tavon Austin. But he's not going to get the first down. Only an 8-yard gain. And that's what I'm talking about, guys. You know, that's why it's so good if you can, on first down, if you can get a run for 4 or 5 yards. If they would have got a run for 4 or 5 yards, either on first or second down, rather than, you know, getting no yards, that would have been a first down catch there by Tavon Austin. So the Cowboys here are going to go for a field goal here of 38 yards. And that is a pretty easy field goal, 38 yards for Brett Maher. And the Cowboys extending their lead to 8 points now. And that's exactly what I was just talking about. You know, why not go for 2, people ask. You know, why not go for 2 the last time the Rams had the ball? Well, now you see exactly why. They're now 8 points behind. 8 points behind is a lot harder to tie up or to catch up with than when you're down just by 7. Yeah, I think the Rams made a mistake last time they got in the end zone by going for 2. They should have just kicked the PAT, and they'd only be down by 7 right now instead of 8. A lot harder to get that PAT 2-point conversion than it is just kicking it. All right, so we are more than halfway through the 3rd quarter now, guys, and the kick goes into the end zone. He's going to take it out, but he is not going to get up to the 25-yard line. Should have just taken a knee in the end zone. They would have gained 2 yards in field position, and he wouldn't have taken that hit.
Set to go again here. Robert Woods marches back onto the field.
Robert Woods, the big receiver for the Rams, to go along with their aerial attack. Jared Goff has been a great quarterback with the receivers that he's had this season, finding receivers like Woods
and that's what we're seeing from him. And there's also that added element.
You know, Everett and
it can become a little bit more as this game goes on.
He'll try to make it more
Cooks,
here on this drive.
Brandon Cooks.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. And we're going to get some more of Todd Gurley, and he makes a nice scamper, weaving back and forth, gaining a nice 7 yards on first down. Very solid run. 2nd and 3, manageable play here now. And
he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have
so far in this game, in the second half, the running game for the Rams is working a lot better than it is for the Cowboys. And this is what I was saying, you know, at the very start of when I started announcing this simulated game, is I do believe on Saturday night in a real game, the winner is probably going to be decided by which defense can stop the opponent's star running back the best. And in the second half here so far, Gurley has been a lot more effective than has Ezekiel Elliott. And that is a nice reception there. 25 yards going to Higbee.
So on that play, defense was in the zone.
Higbee's got to be over 100 yards receiving now with that catch.
Defense, so you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen.
He's gotten a lot of yards now. I don't know if he's at 100, but he is getting up there. He's been their biggest receiver in this simulation.
When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there.
All right, Cowboys, you're going to have to
and then make the tackle.
Tighten up here to keep the Rams out of the end zone again. They were just looking really dominant. Pressure there was applied by DeMarcus Lawrence, but not before Jared Goff could roll out to his right and hit his big receiver, Everett, for a nice 12-yard gain and a first down. Van Der Esch with the tackle on that reception, but again, like I said, not before Everett got a first down there. The Rams are driving again, and in the second half, even though the Rams were losing 24-13 coming into the second half, the Rams really are showing their offensive dominance so far in the third quarter, and they are driving again here. We got Jared Goff back in the shotgun here.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
And again, a nice run by Todd Gurley on first down, scampering for a 4 or 5 yard pickup there, making a much more manageable second down. Van Der Esch for the tackle on that first down carry, but like I said, not before he made it a very easy and manageable second down here. Not only that, they are controlling the clock here, are the Rams, and keeping their defense on the sideline, resting while tiring out the Cowboys' defense. And that is a play fake to Gurley, and looks over the middle and hits another nice reception. This one going to Brandon Cooks. And that is his third reception. First and goal at the 10-yard line. Are the Rams now with a nice, balance of both running and passing. And Jared Goff is doing a great job in the second half of hitting his open receivers and finding those stars. The defense for the Cowboys has got to be wearing out already with 2 long drives by the Rams to start off the second half. And that could make things even easier for their running back, the star running back, Todd Gurley. But this is going to be a pass. He's going to his Tyler Higbee, tight end. And yeah, he's over 100 yards. That's what I thought. I thought he was like at over 100 yards. Yeah, tight end Tyler Higbee is having a great game for the Rams in the simulation. Definitely the leading receiver in this game. 2nd and 6 now. Cowboys are going to have to tighten up here. This is going to be a really close ball game going into the 4th quarter. And that was a nice scamper all the way up to the 2-yard line.
5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Jalen Smith was there to stop him before he popped in the end zone, but we got a PS4 going into rest mode here. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. All right, 3rd and 2. This is a big 3rd down for the Rams here. And that is Gurley scampering on the left hand, around the left end, getting into the end zone and celebrating with a nice jump and toss down of the football. He has all the reason in the world to celebrate on that one. He's had some nice runs on both these drives to start off the second half. And that was a nice little run around the left end, right past Van Der Esch, and getting that touchdown. The Rams are making this game look too easy now, and they're just 2 points away from tying this game up. All right, so again, if they wouldn't have went for 2 and missed it last time, they could, tie the game up with an easy PAT. But now they're putting themselves in this desperation 2-point again, and that PAT is intercepted by Jeff Heath. I mean, the Cowboys are going to get the ball anyway, but it's a failed PAT, and the Rams are going to stay back by 2 points here.
They pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right? Yeah, not the case here.
Now, with an interception on a PAT try or a 2-point conversion try like that, the Cowboys could score on that, but they would have to run it all the way back to the other end for a touchdown themselves, and it wouldn't even be a touchdown. The Cowboys would just get 2 points themselves should they return a fumble or an interception back to the other end zone. But that didn't happen. It was just a failed PAT, failed 2-point try for the Rams, and they are going to stay down. But they have definitely narrowed the lead. They came into the second half with a 11 points down, and now it's just 2. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. The Rams are going to kick it deep here, and it's going to be, that is Tavon Austin, I do believe. Yes, Tavon Austin gets a nice return out to the 33. So good field position again for the Cowboys to start at. thanks to a nice sprint by Tavon Austin from deep in his end zone when he caught the ball. Tavon Austin showing his speed there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field.
The Cowboys are going to be interested in, again, keeping those first downs going, but they're going to be wanting to hand the ball off to Zeke Elliott. He is the leader of their offense and what makes it really go. Like, Dak Prescott has come on in recent weeks and shown that he is a big-time winner, but Zeke Elliott is still their star and premier player, and he is the reason that defenses are loaded the box, and Zeke Elliott continues to have a difficult time in the second half, and the Rams defense is all over the run, making the day a frustrating day for Zeke Elliott in this simulation. Zeke Elliott had to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. You see the blocking there by Tyron Smith and Amari Cooper, but it was on the other side of where Zeke was tackled and didn't really help him out there. Second down now are the Cowboys from their own 33, looking to keep a drive going, run some of that time off the clock, and maybe get down and score some more points themselves. And Dak Prescott is back, looking down the right-hand side, but that is an overthrow, something we've seen a lot of this season, in the real season. Talib covering Gallup, he just overthrew him there, and we've seen a lot of that. It makes that simulated play there very believable, because we've seen that many times throughout the season where Dak Prescott overthrows his rookie receiver Michael Gallup on a long pass. Michael Gallup was open and had beaten Talib, but that is Cooper over the middle. I just believe that Dak Prescott and Cooper have been more in sync this season since they brought Cooper in than have Dak Prescott and Michael Gallup.
Western High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft,
and he gets all the way down to the Ram 41-yard line. That is a nice pass over the middle. First down, Cowboys. And that was a big play for the Cowboys on third down and third and 10.
That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
Dak Prescott going back and giving it to Elliott again, who has to make a spin move, and still, with all the fancy running, takes a 2-yard loss. Like I say, this would be a really frustrating day for Zeke Elliott. Look at the spin move he makes, but he's still not able to get out of harm's way, and takes the tackle for a loss even after the fancy spin move. All that work for nothing. All the fancy moves for nothing. And we are about done with this third quarter, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying my simulated broadcast of the Cowboys. We have a really tight game here. Things have really tightened up with a dominant performance by the Rams in this third quarter. And this will be the last play of the third quarter. And we get a nice pass and catch to set up a first down to Amari Cooper over on the left-hand side. And it's going to be a first down and 10 from the Rams 28 when we start on the next video in the fourth quarter. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. This has been a great simulation. It's been fun to watch, just like my last simulation. And be sure you're back for the fourth quarter. I'll upload that later today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Zaxtorian 9. Take care. We'll see you soon.